The freshly cut grass was unusually potent this morning. Wren the gardener was a botanist. Not much of a fan of pesticides. However, when one comes across a job on Zaig's list that pays well over $4,000 a month to keep up the appearance on an estate, you'd grow quite curious as well. This role of gardener did, however, have a few mentionable job requirements. Must have a bachelor's degree in botany because plants. Very financially unstable. Good with giant scissors. Sense of humour recommended. Wren the gardener was sitting comfortably by the rosebed pruning some of the most thorniest flowers he'd seen in a while. The small circular glass table next to him began to vibrate softly. He was just in the middle of snipping when the roars of several large SUVs could be heard approaching the gates across the vast lawn. Shit! Wren grimaced as the crimson liquid quickly ran down his finger and dripped down onto a few shiny green blades of grass. The fresh cut on his finger didn't stop him from performing his duties, though he did pause for a moment to take a swig of a bright yellow drink with a tiny umbrella that curiously resembled the larger one shading his body from the sun. Wren had finally looked up, only to see the black SUVs heading behind the large mansion and out of view. The mansion was a fairly extensive domicile with very little windows. Its Gothic architecture glowed as the sun beamed down on the towering pure white structure. Its exquisitely white craft shone especially bright against the black trimming that ran along the manor. Looking up at the tower haven were neatly placed flowers of all different shades with absolutely no weeds in sight. The acres of healthy green grass that surrounded the residence, apart from the cobblestone driveways, gave a refreshing appeal to its already pleasing aesthetics. Just beyond the mansion's front lawn was an extensive driveway that curved round to the rear end of the manor, which was out of view all around as it was surrounded by tall ferns and pines. Beyond the greenery, however, were two very large garages. In front of them were 4 parked SUVs that were now vacant. The gentle breeze gave the estate a peaceful murmur as the trees rustled softly in the distance. Wren the gardener was listening soundly to the peaceful noises as he was now tending to his wounded finger. He got up from his favourite chair beneath the umbrella that matched the tiny one now laying next to his empty glass, and walked off to tend his other duties. The sounds of the gunshots left a faint ringing that lingered around from the garages. That was until the ringing disappeared as the sound of a curious noise kept up from the same direction. Very faintly, a deep chuckle danced in the air as it grew louder and crescendoed into a high-pitched cackle just as loud as the gunshots themselves.